You alright? How are all the mates? Now, as you know, we've been involved with you guys for quite a while. Quite a while indeed. And I've got to tell you, I want you to, as we did last year, I want you to give all of you, give yourselves a great big round of applause because you've helped us out tremendously over the last couple of years. As you know, my name's Christopher Williams from the Sir Roden Lady Cutler Foundation, and I am one of the original Rolling Bones. Why do we call ourselves the Rolling Bones? Well, because we're old and we spend our time rolling around the country. We do our wheelchair roll every year, have done for the last 5 years. All of you guys have been involved in the one in Sydney, is that not so? Everybody here in this room is going to be. Yeah, exactly. And you're going to be involved this year even more, because this year, as it says on my back, we're doing the big roll. Is we're rolling a wheelchair. Wayne, who's over there, you all know Wayne, our wheelchair roll coordinator, does a fantastic job. We're rolling a wheelchair all the way from Perth to Sydney. 4,500 k's. Right? We leave Perth on the 23rd of April, which is a month away tomorrow. And the official starter of the wheelchair roll at Parliament House in Perth is none other than Trooper Mark Donaldson, VC, the Young Australian of the Year, who's now a great mate of ours. So, to get this big roll underway, we've had to do a hell of a lot of planning, and Wayne's a fantastic planner, and we've had fantastic help from, stand up all the boys who've been involved in it so far. Come on you blokes, stand up. Everybody else give them a round of applause. These guys are doing a super job for us. Thanks again, fellas. Now, why are we doing it? The reason we're doing it is because we have two mottos at the foundation. One is mobility matters. If it doesn't matter to you now, if it doesn't matter to you now, it will in the near future, I believe you me. Sometime in your life you are going to need help. You'll break your ankle, you'll sprain your back, you'll do something, and you might end up in a wheelchair or on crutches, and you will need help, and you will say, gee, I wish I was mobile. So our first one is mobility matters. Our second motto is carers care. Now, everybody in this room knows what carers do, don't you? Yeah? And if you're really lucky, you'll have sometime this year, and I haven't even discussed this with Mr. Walker yet, but you might have Tanya Hayes, who's our ambassador for carers, who's a really, really nice lady. She might come and give you a talk about being a carer and how involved it is. Because I'm sure, I don't want you to put your hands up, but I'm sure there are some boys in this room now who are carers for either their auntie, their grandmother, their brother or their sister. Okay, we know what a difficult job being a carer is, and that carers do care. So our twin mottos are, come on, I want you to say it with me. Mobility matters. Right, do it again. Mobility matters. And say it with me. Carers care. Thank you, boys. Thank you very much indeed. So basically, that's what we're going to be doing this year, to raise funds and have a bloody good time on the way. As Nick Smith says, this is a great adventure, you guys. Enjoy every minute of it. And you blokes, all of you are going to be involved. The guys are already helping us put the whole thing together, because through your group at year 11 and 12, shut up! Thank you. Through the boys in year 11 and 12 who are already helping us, you are going to be liaising, your school, liaising with the people in 200 communities across Australia. Now I reckon that's a pretty big effort on the part of your boys, don't you? I reckon it's fantastic. 200 communities from Perth to Sydney. And not only that, on the 13th of August, which is the day before, the day we arrived back in Sydney basically, all of you are going to be involved again in rolling through Sydney with us, raising money, collecting money on that day. So you want to be in it? Yeah.
how he communicates, but I know that there is a very serious side to all of what goes on at Chris's organisation. And those boys who stood up, I can assure you, the Year 12s out of that group have been involved with Soroke and a couple of charities for a couple of years now, and they have made some significant contributions to that organisation in that time. And I know that the Year 11s who have just joined that group as part of what they do are also going to make a significant contribution. And I also know that each year the money that you raise, the Year 11s, and the help that you give with the wheelchair roll is incredibly important to what they are trying to achieve. So even though Chris can be a kidder, I know there's a serious side, and you want to always remember that when somebody like Chris is talking to you, that they do deal with some very serious matters, and they try very hard to give as many people in the community a helping hand where they can. Okay. And we have another special guest.